It's Panlasa ni Soy. We have another episode and we have another special guest. I want her to introduce herself to you guys.
My name is Jewel. I am Panlasa ni Soy's star's oldest and favorite daughter.
Okay.
I don't know about the second part, but definitely his daughter.
So I asked her to make a dish for us tonight, and I don't know where she learned how to cook. I don't know if she learned it from YouTube or from friends. Definitely not from me, because I don't never remember her watching me cook unless she was watching, and I just didn't know it. So, how did you learn how to cook?
Just from trying and failing and then doing good.
She's actually a good cook. Of all my kids, she's the one that cooked a lot of healthy foods. And that's why I told her maybe you should join Panlasa ni Soy in one of the episodes. So she is making
Chicken enchiladas.
Alright, so it's a healthy chicken enchilada. She's using chicken breast. She usually uses you use thighs.
Thighs or breast, whichever one is on scene.
Yeah. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I hope you learned something. And I hope you guys subscribe and like her. So these are the ingredients. We're going to use chicken breast like we said in the beginning. It's 4.41 pounds. Mexican style classic cheese, tortillas, the green chilies, enchilada. You got chili powder, ground cumin. What is this? Ancho chili, smoked paprika, onion powder, garlic, salt, oregano, umami mushroom, ground coriander, olives. So that's basically it. So, as you can see, the water is boiling. So what are we doing next, Jewel?
So what I usually like to do is, normally my chicken is frozen. So I usually like to boil it first. It just makes the shredding part of the chicken a little easier.
But this one's not frozen yet.
Yeah, this isn't frozen, so we don't have to cook it as long as when it's frozen. So we're gonna just throw in the chickens in there, kind of cook it about 75% of the way. And then that kind of helps it, because you want your chicken to be falling apart, yeah? So that's why I cook it by boiling it first and then cooking it with like pan frying it with all the fixins and all the spices.
All right. So we're going to wait for this thing to cook.
So it's going to take probably maybe 20 minutes or
20 minutes? All right. Cool. Okay, so the chicken is ready, right?
I think let's test it. So you want it to be like almost cooked. It's still a little rubbery, like when you poke it, it still kind of bounces back a little.
So a little bit more, right?
Yeah, it's a little bit longer, because you really want this to be able to like fall apart when you're cooking it in the in the frying pan.
Okay. We'll be back.
A few moments later.
Alright guys, so it's pretty much like we tested one. It's pretty much 75% cooked already, or maybe even more than that, more like 90. And so we can take this out already, and then we're just gonna cut it into really thin slices. So that way when we cook it in the pan, it'll pretty much kind of fall apart.
Okay, so how much did you put in there? How much olive oil?
Just enough to coat the bottom of the pan.
All right.
And then we're just gonna let it heat up. I put it on a medium heat for now, and then all of the chicken has been sliced, as you can see. Try and slice it as thin as you can, because that'll help kind of the shredding process. And it doesn't matter what direction you cut the meat in. You actually kind of want it to be cut so that it'll shred apart a little bit easier.
And just to let you guys know, you can use whatever oil you guys want, but we prefer using either olive oil or avocado oil. So just for health reasons, you can use whatever oil you want to use, right?
Yep, any oil that your heart desires. Okay guys, you start kind of just dumping the chicken in there. Really measure anything, so let's just go about. So the first thing is the garlic sauce. Just kind of eyeball it. You know what, I forgot to grab the garlic powder, because I also like to put powder. So we also have garlic powder, and you can also put like actual garlic and actual onions if you want, but my kids don't like the little pieces in there, so I usually just do the grounded up stuff. The other thing that I like to put is onion powder. I just kind of eyeball it. Of course,
you can put regular onions too, right?
You can if you wanted to. Like, yeah, people whose kids don't care about that, but my kids are picky. So, yeah, no go on the actual stuff. Okay, and then I love smoked paprika. Put some of that on there. It's a healthy serving. I kind of just like coat the whole pan, you know. There we go. Let's see, a little bit of chili powder to give it some flavor. I said I kind of eyeball everything, and then I kind of taste test it after to see if I'm missing anything. Okay, and then this is an ancho chili powder, which kind of has a smokiness to it, so it tastes a little bit different from the regular. It's a little bit darker. You guys see that? It's kind of more brown looking.
Is it spicy?
It's not spicy, it just has like a smokiness to it.
Okay. I've never used that spice before.
Yeah, I love it. It's chili powder. It's a different type of chili. It's ancho chili. Okay, and then this is ground cumin.
Okay.
And put a healthy dose of that in there too. That's the distinct taco flavor that you usually get. It's from the cumin. And then I also like to put a little bit of oregano. This is like dried oregano, so I just kind of put a healthy sparkling of that on there.
Oh, that smells good.
Yeah, you can smell it, right?
The aroma.
I like to put a lot of seasoning. And then this is my secret recipe thing, umami mushroom. I swear I use it for everything. It has like sea salt, onion, ground mustard seed, porcini mushroom powder, white button mushrooms, crushed red pepper, black pepper, and thyme leaves.
Never used that before.
Yeah, so this is my thing that I love to put in a lot of my dishes. And it gives it a little bit of a different flavor, kind of like a woodsy. And my kids love mushrooms, so the more we put in there, the better. And then coriander, which is kind of has a lemony taste. I only put a little bit of this because it can be a little bit strong. So I just put a little bit of that. And go ahead and kind of mix it all up. do next is we're gonna take some flour tortillas. I usually like to get I think it's 8 inches, because there's the smaller ones and the bigger ones.
There's also corn and flour, right?
Yeah,
Which
I
one do you
like
prefer?
flour.
Flour.
Yeah.
How about the spinach tortillas? Would that work too?
Yeah, if you want to be extra healthy like my dad, you can do that. So normally, I forgot to put the chilies right here. Okay, so you can also put this in there if you'd like. This is the green chilies to kind of give it a little bit more flavor. Forgot to do that. Let me open this up. Okay, guys, I'm just gonna put like half in there. Just eyeball it. It's not a perfect thing.
Half a can?
Yeah, that's a half a can because that's 4 ounces.
Okay.
Just the diced green chili just gives it a little bit more of that flavoring in there. You know, so there's
a little spice.
Little spice, so very mild, not strong.
Yeah, the 2 old ladies don't like the spicy food.
And so don't my kids and my husband.
I love spice.
Yeah, I love spice too, but nobody else seems to.
Yep.
So.
I think it's only me and you, yeah?
Yeah. Okay, there we go, guys. Okay, now what we're gonna do is, here's the cheese. Let's see, this one doesn't have a thing to rip. Oh, okay, let's, there we go. I feel like I'm running out of room here. Okay, there we go. Okay, so all you gotta do is take a tortilla, put a healthy helping of the chicken in there. Okay, it's about pretty good, right? Healthy. And then you just grab a handful. I mean, everybody's hand is a little bit different shape, but just put some cheese in there. You don't want to put too much because you're going to put some on the outside.
She did wash her hands before she did it. I saw her.
Yeah. Thanks for vouching for me, Dad. And then I just put it in upside down like that.
Okay.
Pop that in there. And then you just do that until you fill up the whole pan. And then you can use red or green enchilada sauce. We had the red in the pantry, so, sorry. So we went with that. A little too much stirring. Okay. So just try and stir. That's what I like to do. I don't think you have to do that, but I like to just do it that way. Here, let me just wipe my hand really fast. Not make a mess everywhere. Okay. Okay, and then you just put a little bit. Then go back to my spoon. I just kind of like to spoon it over because I don't want it to be too soaking. Just put like a healthy amount on top.
Yeah, you don't want to soak it, yeah?
Yeah. I mean, some people like a little bit more sauce. I like to not put too much. Maybe about 2 teaspoons on each one. And like I said, you can either use red or green enchilada sauce.
Would the flavor be different though?
Yeah, the flavor is different. I think the green is made out of tomatillos, so it has a little bit of a different flavor. And then there's some green that's spicy, and then there's some red that's spicy, and some that's not. So just go according to what you like. Like I said, me and my dad are the only ones that eat spicy, so we normally go with the mild. Just add on the spice on its own later. Okay, and then the final serving of cheese. So this is a 7-ounce bag of cheese, and so this pretty much covered the inside and the outside of the enchiladas. Might actually need a little bit more cheese. Just put a healthy amount on the outside. And this is the reduced fat, right, Dad, that you grabbed?
Yeah, the cheese is reduced fat. But you can use whatever cheese you guys prefer.
Yeah. This is the Mexican style. There we go. You can put more cheese or less cheese, however much you want. And then the final touch, which is need in my family, is olives. I don't know if this one's already pre-sliced.
I think that's a whole olive.
Oh, shucks. Okay, guys, we realized that the olives actually aren't sliced, so we're gonna just slice them wideways. And then we're gonna sprinkle them all over the top of the enchiladas.
I think that's enough, yeah?
Yeah.
All right. And then you
So
want
we
me,
get to sprinkle.
you want me to sprinkle it?
Yeah. It's actually kind of hard to hold this and sprinkle at the
Yeah,
same time.
I'll
So I'll
sprinkle
let
it.
you sprinkle it, Dad.
Anywhere, right?
Yep, anywhere.
Ooh,
To give
there's
it a
good.
little bit more flavor. And ours is very meaty. We don't really put too much veggies in it. Kind of like the kids. My kids' preference.
All right, that's good.
That's pretty much it. And then we're just gonna pop it in the oven for about like 10 minutes, 15 minutes.
On what? How many degrees?
350 to 375.
Okay.
Depending how crispy you want your tortilla to be. Okay guys, it's going in the oven at 350. I would say
For how
about,
long?
say about 15 minutes because it's going in cold.
All
There
right.
you go.
So it's done. Almost looks like lasagna.
Yeah. Hey guys, here's the final product.
Yeah, we're gonna
Yeah, I
taste
like
it.
mine a little bit crispy on the edges, the cheese a little bit more crispy.
Yeah. So we're gonna taste this chicken enchilada.
Ooh, there's
Looks
the
good.
final product.
I'm gonna take one. I'm not gonna eat the whole thing, not right now, but later. I'm just gonna taste it all sticking in there.
All the gooiness of the cheese.
I'm gonna put that over.
You could put any kind of fixings you want. I personally like it with sour cream and a little bit of salsa and hot sauce too.
So there's no sour cream in this right now, but because I want to taste if it's really good. That's when you know food's good, right?
Yep.
Oh, it's too big.
Take a little nibble, Dad. It's okay.
Mmm.
Is it good?
Yes, very good. Delicioso.
Glad to hear it. So you can also, something else that I like to add to this, so if you wanted to add a little bit more to it, I also make like cilantro rice. There's some like easy ones that you can find that are like, you just gotta boil the rice. You could also put beans, refried beans on the side to kind of finish it off. So those are just some things that I do to kind of add to the dish a little bit.
Sorry.
It's okay, Dad. Just make sure you don't choke. I don't want to have to give you a Heimlich maneuver.
Last piece. Mmm. That's so good. Good job, Jewel.
Thanks.
You are my daughter. Okay.
In case you couldn't tell.
Thank you very much. We appreciate you guys watching and subscribing and liking. Like I always say, if you want a shout out, just make a comment and I'll be more than happy to do a shout out for you guys. Thank you, Jewel.
Yeah, you're welcome, Dan. Anytime.
Bye.
All right.
Aloha.
Have
Till
a
next
good
time.
evening.
Follow her.